My name is Amol Nirgudkar. I'm the CEO of Patient Prism, and I'm having all sorts of conversations with Jon Fidler from Fidler Associates about hiring executives, why it's important to do that at the right time, who should you hire, what type of profiles are important to look at. So my question for this little segment is really, why should you hire an executive? You know, I have grappled with this question, and I've realized why. I have my own whys. But as a dentist who's gotten from 1 to 3 to 5 to 10 to 15 locations, now you're really good at managing a practice.
Yep.
But now you're trying to build business, right? You're trying to make, and you're building operations that will scale. And you've said, oh, what should I do? I'm good at managing this myself, right? I've done this.
Yep.
I know I'm a good dentist, right? I'm good at managing people. So why is it I need to hire somebody and give them a fancy title with the chief something? Why is it important?
And pay them, yes.
And pay them, obviously. It comes without saying.
Yeah.
Why is it important to hire that executive?
Yeah, I think as we get into this, the different types of owners and groups that we talk to, they all have their own reasons. And so the doctors obviously have been successful, everything is growing, and now they get to the point to where they're just bogged down with HR issues, financial issues, making sure payroll is okay, and they just can't do it all.
Sure.
And so that's kind of the number one thing is it's basically to get their life back, in essence. They haven't seen their family in, 6 months because they've been at work and trying to keep up with everything. And so I think that's the number one driver that we typically see.
Sure.
The other side is sometimes they are getting to points where they're uncomfortable. Sometimes they're being in charge of HR. That's not where they went, they went to school for. And not too many folks enjoy HR issues,
right.
And so what they want is for somebody to come in and help that, so they can kind of get back to doing what they enjoy, and whether that's clinical, whether that's going and looking for the 7th, 8th, 9th, 30th office, whatever that is. Everybody kind of has their own little bit, but in essence, it's more to get back to doing what they enjoy and why they got into this in the first place.
Absolutely, and some of them, I agree with you, and I have done this introspection myself, is that what am I best in the world at, right? And as Jim Collins says in his Good to Great book,
yep.
And you want to just be doing that. Whatever you're best in the world at.
Yep.
And if you're best in the world at business development, then do that, right?
Yep.
Don't do HR, don't do payroll,
yep.
Don't do accounting.
Yep.
And initially you do it all because that's what all startup founders do.
Sure.
It's what you all do, but you have to kind of figure out what is it that makes you the best at whatever it is.
Yeah.
And just do that. Right?
Yeah, we always talk, you spend so much time at work and so much time dedicated to this, and this is your baby, and what you want to do is make sure that you treat it right. And so sometimes you're doing the organization a disservice.
Absolutely.
Because you are trying to do everything. And so by trying to please everybody, you're really you're pleasing nobody. And so I think that's kind of leads into a self-realization, maybe an ego check even a little bit of, I can't do everything. I do need some help, and I need to go find someone.
And it does make a difference, because I can tell from my own experience in launching Patient Prism, is once we've gotten, in the last 8 months, we've gotten our chief of marketing, our director of new sales is coming on board. We have an amazing videographer who's shooting this shoot. And really, it has taken our game to such a different level that I feel that I have more time to think about what I need to be doing. And it's helped grow. It helps us grow tremendously, because now I can focus on connecting with people and knowing that everything else behind the scenes is getting done at a level that I could never have done that at.
Yes.
And that realization happened only after I hired the executive, right? I hired the folks. So I get this. I absolutely, and I embrace this, because it has made wonders for my organization as well.
Yeah, and it's hard sometimes to take a step back and really have that moment where you say, okay, I do need help. That is very hard for a lot of folks, and especially entrepreneurs.
The type A guys, right? It's very hard.
It's hard for me. I know it's hard for you. But at the end of the day, there comes a point where you really can't do it all, and you need to go out and bring in some fresh ideas and people that are specific to what they're supposed to be doing, and they're probably better at it. I don't want to burst any bubbles, but
you want to hire these hedgehogs, right? That are like, okay, I want a marketing hedgehog, I want a sales hedgehog, I want a operations hedgehog,
yep.
and collectively, when you bring all these people together that are best at what they do,
yep.
magic really happens, and I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So
Yep.
it's not whether you should hire an executive, and the question should be not why hire an executive. The question should be at what point do you hire the right person, because you're doing a disservice if you're not doing that. So great segment on this, and I continue to just be happy knowing that I have a team that's going to help me achieve my vision. So hiring the executive absolutely is not a question of if, it's just a matter of when you do it. So thank you so much for this segment, Jon. I look forward to this conversation.
You got it. Thank you.